guess I'm going to have the last word on this one. Now, Dante made a good point about the Eagles and what they're going to do. My point of view is this. I think that Patrick Mahomes, and for the last time that he went to the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay had a really, really good defense. And the problem with the Kansas City Chiefs was that their offensive line had a lot of problems. And another thing, too, is that I think they were kind of unfocused because of the Andy Reid's son, Brett Reid. Is that his name? Mm-hmm. Brett Reid. And I think what they kind of lost focus on what was going on. Now, I heard a few things about how the Chiefs have been sick this week because of that stomach virus or so been going on, but you know, some of these guys are going to definitely play. This is the biggest game of their careers, and I think that they definitely going to try to play through it. Philadelphia has the best pass rush. They have the best offense, but 39 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, is a lot. Kansas City is pretty good at the defensive.
Their front is really good.
Their defensive front is good, and they are able to stop the run. A.J. Brown has been solid, but he's been okay. I think that, you know, you heard the rumblings about how he didn't get a lot of touches, and, you know, he just felt like kind of like out of place. If Jalen Hurts can make plays and basically neutralize the Kansas City defense, they should be able to win. Kansas City's defense is a lot better. You know, a couple years ago they had a defense where they were giving up a lot of points and wasn't stopping anyone. I think in this game that they will basically show up a little bit more. And like I said, the Eagles, if they can just run the ball and go for it on fourth downs and everything, and if Kansas City can stop them, I think that might be a problem. Kansas City plays some tough teams. Cincinnati, Jacksonville, which wasn't a really pushover. And Philadelphia had a couple teams that they played where they blew out the Giants, a good Giants team that made the playoffs. And then they beat up on a San Francisco team that didn't have a quarterback. This is not going to be a close, this is going to be a close game. This is not going to be a blowout. I hate to say this, Eagle fans, but I think you're going to come up a little bit short. I think Kansas City will, with Buckner, will kick a game-winning field goal, and it'll be 17-10, or 17. It can't be 17-10.
17-14?
17-14. It can't be 17-10, could it? With a game-winning field goal. I know Guru's doesn't remember stuff that well. But anyway, I think it's going to be a 17-14 game. I hate to say this, but I did play the over. I'm kind of nervous right now because I did play the over. You heard it right here.
We're going to pump this up one time.
Guru is always right.
Set it off a little like this. Kick it.
What do you say, Big Daddy?
Send this out. We gon' say, can't forget the posse down in Philly. Also in Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta,
with that, you hear the Big Daddy Kane. Here I am, the guru of sports, ready to roll. Thank you, Big Daddy Kane. Thank you, folks. And welcome into episode 154 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. I am your host, the Guru of Sports. I am a little bit under the weather, so I wanted to make sure that I did come to you live, well, recorded, on Sunday morning. Look like now we won't be having too many Saturday night lives because the football season is finally over. And if you heard in the beginning, I did make my prediction, and one of the things I always tell you guys is that the guru is always right. I'm always right. Now, I want you guys to know that when I made this prediction, that was live last week on our program. Voice actress lady, what do you say?
And now, another reason why the guru is always right.
One of the reasons is why I told you guys that it would be a 3-point football game. Another reason is that I told you guys is that the guru made this prediction and stuck by it. No doubt. I knew that this was going to be a close game. And I didn't want to, like I said, I haven't talked to many Philadelphia Eagle fans this week because I know it takes a lot for them to heal. And I just want you guys to know that what I seen was basically this. The Eagles played great football this season. They had a great team and a great football season. The thing about it is that the NFC was really weak. It was really weak to the point where they basically had a really easy road to get through. They had a really easy road to get through. The Rams wasn't that good. The Vikings proved to be a fraud. Dallas was okay. Washington was okay. The Giants were basically, they made it in, but they were just a figurehead to the NFC playoffs. Who else? San Francisco didn't have a quarterback, so their road was pretty easy. They had an easy road. The way you look at it, yeah, they beat some good teams, but their road was easy. Kansas City, on the other hand, they had to basically beat Buffalo, Cincinnati, Jacksonville, other teams that basically are very, very much could win a Super Bowl, and they played their heart out. They played their heart out, but then again, they went through a tougher road. I hate to say it, but a lot of Philadelphia fans were planning on going to a parade and planning on just making sure that they can, they were going to blow out Kansas City and everything. I didn't see it. And the thing is that I tried to tell you guys a long time ago, listen to the insights when I give you. Some of the things that I see are a lot different from what everyone else sees. A lot of people like to zig, I like to zag. A lot of people go one way, I go the other way. And I went the other way on this, and I know I got criticized, and I got basically, annihilated for what I thought. But when it comes down to it, the guru is always right. I predicted Kansas City would win by 3 points, and they won by 3 points. I know a lot of people are going to say the hold by James Bradbury shouldn't have been, and the hold by James Bradbury cost the Eagles. A lot of Philadelphia people saying, hey, they should put an asterisk on. No. Bradbury admitted that was a hold. And he said he'd been doing that the whole season. And he said that he might have thought that in that situation he would be able to get away with it. And they called it. That was not the end-all be-all of that game. There was a lot of things that basically happened in that game that Philadelphia should have done. They should have taken care of. But when you give a team all that time during the halftime, and I'm going to get to that halftime thing in a few minutes. I don't know what the hell that was. But anyway. So, like I was saying, when they get to the halftime, Philadelphia had that game. It seemed like there was two different teams. There was a Jekyll and Hyde team that went into the locker room at that half. Philadelphia was winning that game. Had a 10-point lead. Double-digit lead. And you know what? That was the second time that a double-digit lead happened. And the team has come from it. And guess who it was? Kansas City. Kansas City was flat on the mat. Philadelphia had the foot on their neck and let up. And you know what? It was a different game. It was a different game. The second half, Kansas City came out and they played their butts off, scoring on 3 of the 4 chances with touchdowns and a field goal. You just got to admit, Philadelphia, this team was a lot better. Coached better. Andy Reid outcoached Sirianni. Where all year, Sirianni was getting over by, the good play and the easy NFC. Now, like I said, I don't want to come in here. I don't want to discard anything that Philadelphia did. Philadelphia had a great season. One of the best runs I've seen in a team in certain years. But we got to admit, Kansas City is better. Kansas City, hey, and I got a chance to see it twice this year. Excuse me. Kansas City, I've seen Kansas City play Jacksonville twice, and I've seen Kansas City beat Jacksonville twice in different ways. And they're strategic and they're smart. Andy Reid is one of the best coaches in the NFL right now. You gotta admit, Belichick is good, but you know what? I look at it this way: Andy Reid is the best. He is the best. So we got to give credit where credit is due. Can't discard what Andy Reid has done because he basically he was with you guys. He was with you guys. And you guys ran him out of town because he couldn't win the big one. But now it looks like he can't stop winning the big one. You got to give credit where credit is due. And I know a lot of Philadelphia fans that just won't give him credit.
and said that, well, we were cheated. We lost because of the hold and the bad call of the referees. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Come on. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic and look at it as facts. The fact is, Andy Reid outcoached you guys. Andy Reid knew he had this game that he had to win, and you guys gave it up to a better team and a better quarterback at the time. And I give Jalen Hurts a lot of credit. He had a great game. That was a hell of a game I've seen. Most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in the Super Bowl. Guy's awesome. But you got to remember one thing. When that other guy is on the sideline, just like Tom Brady years before, that's it. That's him. This guy is something special. And I'm not going to go in and say this is a dynasty right now because we never know. We don't know if this is a dynasty. We got to look maybe 10 years down the road. 5 to 10 years down the road. I'll give it 5 to 10 years. And see where Kansas City, where they compare as being a dynasty. I don't think they're there yet, but I think it's starting right now. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, hey, this is the greatest team of all time. This is a dynasty. No. This team is pretty special. And to do it without Tyreek Hill, the guys that they brought in are very special. Schuster, Juju Schuster, or whatever his name is, you know what I'm talking about. MDS, and Kadarius Toney, he even made a big play. Just think of all the players, and when he got to Kansas City, everybody thought that he was going to be a problem. He was a problem in New York. Giants didn't want him, got rid of him. Because they thought he was just a lame piece of crap. But hey, boy, he played his butt off. Probably one of the best games he ever played. And to tell you the truth, I thought you guys lost that Super Bowl on his punt return. That's when I knew that you guys weren't going to win this game because of that punt return. Now, Philadelphia, I'm sitting here, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. What's the sense of me sitting up here telling you something that's not true? I'm going to tell you the right thing. Because guess what? Kansas City beat you guys, and it just wasn't because of it was not because of the penalty. It was not because of all the referees cheated us. We shouldn't put an asterisk on this Super Bowl because of the referees. No, they beat y'all because of Andy Reid's coaching, Patrick Mahomes' play, and the fact that you guys did not show up in the second half. I am not going to sit here and say, they should have, could have, would have, did not. No, that's not the point. Let's just call it like it is and say, hey, you know what? Got to give it up to the best team. The best team won. We got to make sure that we got to give them credit. All right. Now, I started off with some Big Daddy Kane only because, there's there was something that was put out a couple weeks ago, and it was called the 50 best rappers of all time, which I think the list is a bunch of crap, to tell you the truth. How in the hell my man Big L is not on there? How in the hell my man Mr. Schick is not on there? That's ridiculous. That is really, really ridiculous to me. I'm going to tell you something. I know my man Danny Rivera. Danny Rivera is the original guy that has rapped in Spanish. The original guy. There's no other rapper that has done this before. How can you exclude him from this list? So I've made my own list. That's right. I will give you guys my top 10 of all time. Greatest rappers of all time. And my man, Mr. Schick, is in there because guess what? He is the originator. He opened the door for a lot of other Spanish rappers, rapping Spanish. I know what I'm talking about. I know my rap. I've been around for a while. I know my rap. So I'm definitely going to take care of this debate here on what I'm saying about the 50 greatest rappers of all time or whatever. All right. Now, I tell you what. Now, we got to... This is what's coming up on the podcast. I'm going to talk a little bit about some news and notes and everything. And like I said, we got a couple things that we got to talk about. We got to talk about that Michigan State situation. Michigan State, played. It was another tragedy, another shooting, senseless shooting, and believe me, I get tired of these things. I really do. It just disappoints me, and it just really makes me feel like, you know what, the people out here are just not listening. They're not listening to us. Lawmakers and everything are just doing all this stuff, and like I said, I'm not going to try to get into politics, but come on now, we got to do something. There's something that has to be done to try to get this stuff together. I get really, really tired of talking about, all these tragedies, all these shootings and all that stuff. Virginia Tech, oh, gosh, Michigan State, all these shooting, Columbine, all this stuff, Sandy Hook. When are we going to stop this crap? When does this stop? When does this stuff stops? When does it stop? You know what I'm saying? I'm just really pissed off because I'm getting tired of it. Really getting tired of it. Anyway, I want you guys to know. We're going to talk about that. We got to talk about the All-Star Saturday night last night and what we seen. Slam dunk contest won by, Philadelphia guy. Give it up. Give it up for 76er Matt McClone, whatever his name is. He won. Daytona 500 is the day. Caps and Hurricanes played outside. I got to talk about a little bit about that. Like I said, we got to pay tribute to Raquel Welch and Tim McCarver. And we'll, all those little things that we're going to take care of. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little break right here. I know that I done talked almost 25 minutes on what I saw on the Super Bowl. And like I said, this is the last word on the Super Bowl. I'm not going to get into all this what quarterback needs to go where and all that stuff because guess what? Right now, I just want to know When it happens, I'll let you know. Alright? Getting tired of all this. Aaron Rodgers should be here. Aaron Rodgers should be. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. You know what? Alright, whatever. We'll talk about that. And we'll take care of that in a few minutes. But anyway, I'm watching the news, and one of my favorite presidents, Jimmy Carter, is in hospice care. That's not good. That's not good. He's the oldest living president of all time. And like I said, I'm not gonna go into politics, but you know, Jimmy Carter was a great president. You know, like every president, everybody do a little thing, little bad things at the end. But we're gonna keep an eye on Jimmy Carter, and hopefully, you know, he can pull through. I know that when we mention hospice care, it's not good. But pray for Jimmy Carter. I mean, I know that some of you guys out there are one party or the other party or whatever, but like I said, you know what? He's a former president. We got to just definitely go through. We got to, you know, make sure that we pay our respects to, you know, him as well. All right, so I'm gonna get off here for a few minutes. I'll be right back, and like I said, the guru is always right. So check back with me. BRB, be right back. This is episode 154 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. Voice actress lady is here. She's got something to say to you right now. How about it, voice actress lady? Let me get her up here.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
Alright guys, welcome back to episode 154 of the Guru Talking Sports Podcast. I am your host, the Guru of Sports, and I want you guys to know that I am really, I don't know what it is, but I think it's my sinuses messing up. I might sound a little groggy, I might sound like a little out of it, but I definitely wanted to come with you and, you know, join you guys this week because of, you know, the stuff that was going on. I definitely had to, you know, let you guys know about the football, you know, the last word on the NFL, on the Super Bowl and everything. Now that we're in the post-Super Bowl era right now, that means that, you know, Super Bowl's done and everything. So I did want to talk about the XFL. I did watch both of the games last night, and I watched for a few minutes. I had watched the ending of the Vipers and the Renegades, and some of the rules. I mean, the putting the ball and making a 4th and 15 was kind of crazy. Instead of going for an onside kick, I think that was pretty funny. You know, the Renegades won 22-20, and I kind of like the Roughnecks, the Houston Roughnecks helmet. It's like I think it's in the form of the Dallas or the Texas State flag, which is one side is blue, the other side is half red, half white. It's kind of weird looking, but you know, the uniforms are kind of cool, and they got the oil emblem on there. So that was kind of a crazy game too. Good to see Wade Phillips again, and there's 2 more games today. The St. Louis Battlehawks and the Bahamas. And then the Seattle Sea Dragons goes up against the DC Defenders. So I might watch a little bit of that. But like I said yesterday, I was just trying to recover from whatever it is I have, and it's not COVID. And I'm pretty sure it's not COVID. I didn't even take the whole. We got home COVID kits here. I haven't taken any, but I just, you know, just kind of on the weather. I thought that it it'd be nice just to, just relax up and maybe get up a little bit early and talk to you guys, which I'm doing right now, which is kind of cool. All right, let's go to some news and notes. And like I mentioned to you guys, news and notes time. What else? Before I get into that, I want to say, no poo-poo of the week this week because of all the stuff that's going on. I know that this is February, this is Black History Month. I had something for last week that I was going to bring to you guys, but I am going to bring you a little bit of a little history lesson on Black History Month. One person in particular I wanted to mention, and I'll do that at the end of the program. But I did want to mention something about the Turkey and the Ghanaian soccer player that was killed. That was kind of a tragedy that, it's been so much stuff that's going on. You got the soccer player got killed, and his name is Alstu, A-T-S-U, Alstu. Christian Alstu was found dead in rubble of the Turkey earthquake. And he was a Ghanaian winger, and they found him dead. He was 31 years old. February 6th was the earthquake, and it's still been really, really messed up because of all the stuff that was been going on. And like I said, it's just tragedies and natural occurrences are just really, really bad. We get a chance to look at and evaluate all the stuff that goes on in this world. But like I said, we have to pay tribute to some of these things. Some of these things we can't overlook. And like I said, with the other thing, Michigan and Michigan State fans they all joined together, even though that Michigan and Michigan State really don't get along. They basically stood up for each other, and that tragedy was really horrific. And I heard about that a couple nights ago, and when I was getting ready to go out driving and everything. So that was a tragedy. Michigan State escaped with a 84-72 win over Michigan. And the other day Tom Izzo stood up and was talking about the tragedy. And I think it was really good on his part that, like I said, I usually criticize Izzo for certain things because I always say that sometimes he's a crybaby or whatever. But you got to give it up to him. You got to give it up to him for stepping up and talking about that. Like I said, with college, with NFL gone right now, we can talk a little bit more about college basketball. College basketball is, really heating up. One of the teams that I did see, got a chance to watch yesterday was, while I was down, was Fordham. I like the Fordham Rams. They're pretty good. They should make the tournament, and they should make some noise. They lost yesterday, but you got to give it up to them. They're in Atlantic 10, and they played the VCU Rams, which I was down in Virginia, right around where their campus is, the other day, and they played the Fordham Rams, and then now Fordham has to go to Rhode Island to play the other Rams, the Rams of Rhode Island. So I mean, it's like Atlantic 10 has a lot of Rams. They should get some lambs, or they should get a couple other teams without the Ram logo or whatever. I'm just joking. But anyway, that was a good game. I see this team going far. I definitely see this team going far. Really good coach, Kyle Neptune, and they got some players. They got some really good players. All right. So other than that, I definitely wanted to mention. We definitely have to go into talking about Tim McCarver. Tim McCarver was one of the guys that I remember when I was playing. Well, I mean when I was playing, when he was playing, was one of the greatest announcers and players that I can remember. Catcher. And he was a really good catcher. Really good catcher, and he was a really good announcer as well. The thing about Tim McCarver is that if you look back on his baseball legacy, his legacy is really remarkable. Tim McCarver was probably one of the most analytical players or announcers there was. I mean, smart, very, very witty, funny, and very, very intelligent. You know, and like I said, most of the time, catchers, they always say that the catchers wear the gear of ignorance or whatever it's called. I can't remember. My dad used to tell me this, but he was a great announcer. 60 years in the business. Won 2 World Series. He won with St. Louis. He got the Phillies their first ever World Series title. And I mean, he was a great announcer. Great. What can you say about him? I mean, he was like one of a kind. Very like I mentioned before, very analytical, and if you could put him up there with some of the greatest, because you would never see a former player do play-by-play and was really good at it. That's one of the things I could say about Tim McCarver. The only play-by-play guy that was a former major league player. Really good. Harry Carey, Joe Buck, Jack Buck. Jack Buck. Vin Scully. If you can put all those guys in one room, you could not leave out Tim McCarver. Tim McCarver was one of the greatest of all time. And he died this week. Rest in peace. He was 81 years old. I do want to mention something about Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch was brilliant. I mean, she was a icon. She was a sex symbol. And I remember her from years and years of, like I said, it is just, she was just really, really beautiful. A beautiful woman. But the thing about her beauty is that she was smart. She was always a real icon. And everybody in the world knew that she was like she was a big sex symbol. And a lot of guys loved her. So I just wanted to mention Raquel Welch, 82 years old. She passed away this week. And 1 million years BC was probably the first time I remember her. She had some roles on Seinfeld. she had a lot of different roles, and she was something else. She was really, really a remarkable woman. Born in Chicago in September of 1940. She was educated too. She went to San Diego State University. She had roles in The Three Musketeers, like I said, 1 million years BC, Fantastic Voyage, where she would play a scientist. I mean, she was more than just a sex symbol. She was an icon, big time icon. We have to say goodbye to Raquel Welch. All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this break. Second break of the day, and then we're going to go back and come back. We're going to talk a little All-Star weekend, which is, NBA All-Star weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about that game that I watched, the Caps and the Hurricanes. That was a pretty good one. Daytona 500 coming up today. It's the Super Bowl of NASCAR, so we definitely got to remember that, and we'll talk about that. And like I said, we'll get into a few other things, but I definitely want to get into this top 10 rappers of all time, because like I said, it's doing my man, one of my friends, a very, very disservice by not putting him in, and I'm going to put him in the top 10, definitely. All right, you guys hang with me. Be right back. Voice actress lady will be right here. I'll be right back after this. You'll listen to episode 154 of the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. Here's voice actress lady for you.
You're listening to the Guru Talking Sports Podcast.
All right, guys, welcome back. Guru Talking Sports Podcast. This is episode 154. I did watch the hockey game last night, which was very interesting. Carolina, they got a pretty good team. I watched Carolina and the Capitals. I was impressed by Carolina. They look pretty good. Not too much. Anything that I saw was basically it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I definitely wanted to, mention that that game was it was a good game. Good game. High scoring. I like when they play games outside. I don't know why, but it seems as though that the games are a little bit more interesting when they have an outside element to it. And it's like they're not, it's just an outside element to it. To me, it just seems like it's a little bit more, it looks a little bit more exciting to me. I don't know. I always like the New Year's Day game where they're outside, Winter Classic. That's what I was trying to get at. I'm still sick, so you guys have to deal with, have to put up with me a little bit. But it's very interesting. Carolina won that game 4-1, and they're pretty good. 37-10 and 8. Like I said, everything now we could talk about a lot of different things because of all the stuff that's going on. And, like now it's really cool because football season is over, and, we still got to go through all the crap with all the, where is this quarterback going and all that, where that quarterback is going or whatever. But you know what? I look at it this way. We get a chance to relax a little bit and, exhale a little bit, and basically just say, hey, you know what? Man, It's just over for right now. You know, that all that stuff is over. All right, I'm looking at these standings in the NHL, and Boston is still reigning supreme over everybody. They got 89 points, 42, 8-5. Wow, pretty good. My Maple Leafs are right behind them in the Atlantic. The Metropolitan, like I mentioned, the Carolina Hurricanes hold a 37-10-8 record. New Jersey, my Devils are right behind them at 36-14-5. We go to the Western Conference. You see that the best team in the West is not the team that you thought it was. Dallas Stars is pretty good. They're at 30-15-12. But the best team out west is basically the Vegas Golden Knights. They are 34-18-4. The Kings are 32-18-7. The Winnipeg Jets are 34-20-1. And like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams in the West that has over 30 wins. And guess who's in that bunch? The Seattle Kraken. That would be cool to see the Seattle Kraken make the playoffs. I got a feeling that they will make the playoffs. That would be cool for them. You know, second year in the league. Kind of a repeat of what the Vegas Golden Knights did in their opening, in their inaugural season when they went to the Stanley Cup. They should have won that. But I'm just glad to see new teams in. I might try to go out and get one of those new jerseys or whatever for the Kraken. I haven't even got a Vegas Golden Knights one yet. So I got my Jersey one. I got my New Jersey Devils one. And I got my LA Kings one. I got to get... I had my Toronto Maple Leafs, but I think I gave that one to Dante Guru. But anyway, I wanted to mention some hockey. The other little thing is Daytona 500 is coming up today. And let's see. Let me see. I'm looking at the car roster here. I'm going to pick 3 guys that I got a feeling is going to win this thing. The first one, I'm going to go to Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott has always been one of my favorites. I'm going to go with him. Kevin Harvick. He's in the Ford 4 car. I like him as well. Chase Elliott is in a 9 Chevrolet car. And I'm also going to go with, let's see, we got Chase Elliott, we got Kevin Harvick in the 4 car. Let's see, who else? My top 3, I'm going to go with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the Chevrolet 47 car. One of those guys, but then again, I like Austin Dillon. He's in the Chevrolet 3, which is the Dale Earnhardt car. I like that one. So I'm definitely going to go with those 3. Ricky Stenhouse, Chase Elliott, and I don't know. Martin Truex looked good. Bubba Wallace looks good. Denny Hamlin looks good. All these guys are really good. I found my guy, Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe in the 14 Ford car. I gotta go with him for namesake. Chase Briscoe, he's in the 30th position. I'm gonna go with him to win the race. Yeah, I'm definitely. I love anybody that's in my last name, namesake. He's probably my cousin anyway, so I'm gonna go with him. All right, and his wife is on ESPN, Nicole Briscoe, and that's my sister. All right, so we got to go with the NBA, and we got to look at this thing that happened last night, the slam dunk contest. I saw some clips of the slam dunk, and Matt McClung, that's his name, Matt McClung, had 3 50s. It was not bad. It's not bad. He did have some pretty good moves and all. So I'm definitely, not bad. Philadelphia won something. There you go. You won something. Team Utah wins the skills contest. Which is, pretty good deal. And I think Tyrese Halliburton won the shootout. Or let me see. Well, let me definitely take a look at this thing here. Damian Lillard won the 3-point contest in his third appearance. Matt McClung won the slam dunk. Grambling State defeated Southern 69-64 in overtime in the NBA HBCU Classic. If you guys watched the Celebrity All-Star game the other night, DK Metcalf put on a show, and they won they led Team Dwayne Wade to an 81-78 victory over Team Ryan in the Celebrity game. Celebrity game is whatever. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this thing up. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that, before I wrap this thing up, I want to make sure I bring in here the top 10 rappers of all time. Alright, now, like I said, there's no order for this. There's no order. Okay. I want to make sure I just say this here. Okay, there's no order. But you can't exclude 2 things here. You can't exclude 2 things. The first ever person to do it is a pioneer. Okay? The first ever person to do it is a pioneer. You can't deny that person. And he or she has to be automatically entered into the top 10 of all time. Even though that, might not have a lot of namesake or remembrance, but the thing about it is that the first person to do it is always a pioneer in my book. So, like I said, I got to give it up for Mr. Schick. Mr. Schick from the Mean Machine. He has to be considered the innovator and the pioneer because he was the first person to rap in Spanish and give the Latino voice in rap. He made it for it. He is a pioneer. He is the originator. So you can't deny this man. So I'm going to go with Mr. Schick. Sweet Tea is the first woman that I ever heard rap for a woman. So she's going to be my number 10. Mr. Schick is going to be my number 9. Number 8 will be probably Tupac and Coogee Rap. Coogee Rap is the first person I ever heard have the gangster style rap. So I got to give it up for Coogee Rap. Tupac, he pioneered the gangster rap, so I'm definitely had to put him in there. Big Daddy Kane and Big L are coming in. Big Daddy Kane, the flow of basically going fast and slow, you got to give it up for him. He's in there. Big L, first person that I ever heard rap in Ebonics, and basically, one of the pioneers that was cut short in his lifetime because this guy was going to be a really, really big hit, and he was something else. I'm just throwing out names here. Lloyd Finesse got to be in there. Lord Finesse definitely has to be in there because of some of the things that he used to rap about was pioneered also. Everybody knows the Notorious Big has to be in there because Biggie and Tupac are considered the top 10 rappers of all time. Okay. Melly Mel was the first one to ever rap and just give you a basic New York story. To me, he's probably a pioneer, so he's in there as well. Ice Cube was probably the West Coast gangster rap king. So I have to put Ice Cube in there. Chuck D is the political rapping king. So I got to put Chuck D in there as well. Jay-Z and Nas, New York gangster, more or less, their rap flow is basically the same. I got to give it up for both of them. And the number one rapper, well, not really number one, but the first rapper I can think of is LL Cool J because he basically made this thing, popular. He made it, he was the best battle rapper I've ever heard. I got to give it up for LL Cool J. Also, some people that are in there as well. You got to get Rakim, KRS-One, Eazy-E. There's a lot of different rappers, but like I said, you got to, all these new guys like Lil Wayne and or what is his name, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. They got to step to the back. Everybody say Kendrick Lamar, and I saw him ranked high as number 2. Not number 2 for me. No. You got to remember, the pioneers of rap are the originals. The originators have to go up front. You might say, okay, well, T.I. or the people from the Migos or all this other. No. The originators have to go first. I got to give it up for Busy Bee Starsky. He's in there. Got to give it up for the Godfather. What's his name? Smoothie G. Smoothie G. You guys, see, this is the thing. I've been around rap for the longest time. 50 years of rap. I think I've been around it for over 50 years. I'm over 50 years old. But anyway, like I said, all these guys, I've seen rappers come, I've seen them go. Super Rhyme, you got to put Super Rhyme in there. Like I said, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that you probably never even heard of. Where's my man? They put all these rappers in there. They didn't even put Chubb Rock in there. Come on, Chubb Rock. Come on now. No Coogee rap, no Chubb Rock. Oh my God, Kool Keith. Come on. Oh man, come on now. You got to put some of the guys up in there. Q-Tip was in there, but he was like ranked really low. Like I said, some of these guys, some of these people that they put in there, they were ranked really low, and they were ranked to the point where I'm like, come on now, you can't do this. All right, Rick Ross. All right, yeah, he would probably. I don't know. I wasn't really. Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is in there. Eminem, you gotta put Eminem in there. Snoop Dogg, Mos Def, Future. Future ain't in there. Busta Rhymes, you gotta put Busta Rhymes up in there. T.I., Lil Kim. I've seen Lauryn Hill, Pusha T. No. Q-Tip has got to be in there. Big Pun, Fat Joe, KRS-One, Curtis Blow. You got to put in there. Ghostface. Ghostface was pretty smooth. You got to give it up for him. DMX is pretty smooth. You got to give it up for him. Like I said, Big Daddy Kane is in there, definitely. Missy Elliott, yeah. Ice Cube. 50 Cent. 50 Cent, not in the top. I mean, yeah, he might be in the top 20. I gotta give it up for Scarface. Scarface is up in there. But like I said, there's there's so many. J. Cole. They got J. Cole ranked at 15. J. Cole can't even hold a microphone to my man Coogee Rap. Come on, man. This like I said, this Billboard thing was a little bit weak, and like I said, I don't recognize it because Andre 3000, yeah, he's a good rapper, but like I said, and that they put him in there. I don't even put him in there. No way. He wouldn't even make my top 50. He would just be an honorable mention to me. Y'all might disagree, but like I said, this is mine. Snoop Dogg will be up in there. Drake is not in my top 10. No. Eminem will probably be. Tupac is, yeah. Well, but like I said, Nas is up in there. Alright, so now we're going to give you a homework assignment. You tell me your top 10 rappers of all time. I know who my top 10 is. Like I said, the originators get the props. My man, Mr. Schick and Sweet Tea, you guys are originators, and you guys are legends, and I'll put you guys in the top 10. You ain't got to worry about that. All right, so let me get out of here. All right, guys, you guys can find me at... Oh, man. I'm just sitting up here just thinking about this stuff. This is ridiculous, man. All right. The Guru Sports Show on YouTube. Facebook, find me at Guru's Briscoe, Guru's Daily Shorts. IG, I'm at Guru Talkin Sports _IG _ podcast. Man, you get me riled up when I talk about this stuff, man. Seriously. It's like I said, I looked at this rap list and I was like, come on now, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Coogee Rap or Big L ain't even on this? Come on now. Gmail me at Guru Daily Shorts at gurusdailyshorts@gmail.com. Still upset. Anyway, Twitter, I'm at MACKGTS _BB39. That's the Twitter handle for us. Big props and shout outs to my friends, Mary Mac, the Mary Mac Show on Grief. Like I told you guys before, you guys hit up her website, The Grief Authority, and definitely follow her. And like I said, go to her website, www.marymac.info for all the information. And like I said, if you need somebody to talk to, she's the best person. She's a great source. And like I said, I'm always going to promote her and push her because she is really, really one of the best. And she's always there to help you guys out if you need it. All right, so other than that, you got my man Jeff Duarte from Cali Sports News. Definitely a good person to listen to. And, got to check him out. Got to check out Cali Sports News. I'm going to be, I know I've been saying this for the longest time, but I'm definitely going to, definitely got to get back and doing something. Hopefully, when baseball season start, I'm going to try to write something for Cali Sports News. Probably write my baseball predictions. Matter of fact, I spoke to my man, my baseball insider, Mr. Dave May Jr. last week. Got a chance. He came over by the crib, and we were talking. We got some baseball stuff to talk to you guys about. That's coming up pretty soon. I know I haven't talked to him in a couple days, but I know that he had a Super Bowl party he had to go to. It was good to see him in person, and I wanted to say thank you, Dave, man. Appreciate you. Got to give it up for my man, the young GM. I got to check them out because I know that they they're done for the season. I got to hear their Super Bowl thoughts and what they've been up to. My man cousin Curtis, and his grandson Jarrett. I talked to Jarrett the other day, and he wanted my thoughts on the Super Bowl. I gave him the same thing I told you guys. Hey, you know what? Philadelphia just didn't. They went in the second half and they forgot who they were. But then again, I told him that Kansas City is not a joke, and that's basically what I told him anyway. So big props and shout outs to the crew, Katie Guru, executive producer and board op. It was good to see him back here last week, even though he didn't work. I still paid him, but anyway, I don't know why, but yeah, I did. I paid him. Anyway. All right, Ray Guru, board, he's my tech advisor and musical engineer. Appreciate you. Dante Guru, backup co-host. We appreciate you. Dante Guru, great kid. We love Dante Guru around here. All right, cousin Aaron, we want to say we miss you, brother. We miss you, brother. Definitely. The motto is saying is that this has been a Black Gold production for Black Gold Sports. Copyright 2023. All rights reserved. We don't hate, we congratulate, we always create, and we don't steal from anyone. And use a big props hashtag Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. Alright guys, I gotta get out of here. So I wanted to tell you guys that I really appreciate you guys, and we were supposed to do the rap thing, but I'm not gonna do the rap thing because a little under the weather. But anyway, I just want to say we'll play the Hey song, and we'll make sure that the Hey song gets out there. And well, anyway, we want to make sure that you guys enjoy the program. We'll be back here next week with episode 155. It's moving along. 155. Hey, there you go. You've been listening to the Guru Talkin Sports Podcast. 154. We appreciate you. You go ahead and, like I said, just definitely keep up with us, and we'll make sure that we'll be out here. We'll be out here. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I should end this thing right now. You guys take care of yourself. We'll be back next week. Hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better. And we'll be talking to you real soon. You guys be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your sports weekend. And make sure that you guys watch that NBA All-Star game today. And watch definitely watch NASCAR. The race today. I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm going to go chill out, rest my voice and everything. Get out of here. You guys take care. We'll be right. We'll be talking to you soon. You take care. Guru, I'm out of here.